soul story number 1. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my returning subbies. Okay, my fellow fairies, my fellow spiritual gangsters who are just people who take very good care of what God has given us via the divine feminine spirit. Okay, I am your fairy godmother, aka Lil Painting. I am Siani, an artist and healer. Okay, and this is my world as much as it is yours. So let's get into it, okay? I do have a discounted reading available for you. All instructions will be down below, coinciding with this reading. Alrighty, so let's get into it. How are you spooking your haters? Soul story number 1. How are you spooking your haters? So we're gonna get a significator card. Okay, we're gonna get a significator card from tarot. So we have the 3 of Cups. So through your celebrations, I guess, like through the things that you're posting as well, I'm hearing. So you may be posting things. They're getting their pennies in a bunch. Okay, they're boxers in a bunch, I'm hearing. Okay. Yes, because you have options. That's what I'm saying. It's like the things you're posting or something. Or you're just like in a celebratory energy where there's new things, new options for you, and you're choosing the best option is what I'm getting here. You're not in your head. You're no longer in your head about what you want. Because the 9 of Cups is like the opposite of the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is being in your head, having anxiety, doubt, fear. And the 9 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, knowing what you want and choosing it and being happy about it. Sorry for a little bit of a glare. Okay, guys, I do apologize. And then we have the Fool. Okay, it's your faith. They're shook up about your faith, like the way that you just be choosing things and be operating is what I'm hearing. It's like you kind of live life on a whim. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck energy, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Yeah, it's like you definitely have options here. And you're going with the best option. You're very clear on that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So story number 1. Okay, so we are going to get deeper into this energy. And I'm going to be using this tarot deck. It's like a shadow deck. It has kind of like mythical creatures. It has a lot of dark mythical creatures as well. So we'll get into it. I like to use this to see what's happening in the shadows. So more so in like the low vibrational aspect. So let's see what's going on. Let's get some cards here. So the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. It's like a little lizard. A salamander. So I guess it's your way, it's the way you blend in. So it's giving that like you're everyone's type and this is spooking your haters, or like everywhere they look they see you. It's like you're well traveled or something. They can't put you in a box because you're everywhere. This is how you're spooking your haters. It's like if they try to see you one way, they can't because you're everything. It's like as soon as they want to like try and grab you for their own, or like, you know, manipulate the situation, it's like you disintegrate. Then we have here the Ten of Pentacles, period. The Ten of Pentacles talks about wealth with Minotaur. I don't know who that is, but I'm just going off intuitively that you're beating on your chest. Look at that. You might be in Aries because this looks like a ram, or have Aries in your chart, fire in your chart. You are choosing you. You're speaking up, I'm hearing. You got yourself out of a maze. They tried to maybe confuse you, keep you back in some sort of way, but you escaped the trap that was set before you. Oh, I'm curious how you did that. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into how you did that. How did you escape this trap? Okay. Queen of Pentacles, clarifying the Nine of Swords. So it's like there's no room for doubt because you're just, look, we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Absolutely in your power. Absolutely in your power. Okay, so let's keep it going. Sorry, it was a little out of focus. The Hermit, yes, definitely in your zone. You're in your zone and you're loving it. Okay, and you're loving it. So real quick, before we continue, I want to find out, how did you escape your enemy's trap, your hater's trap? The Two of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you kind of played along with their games. Like, you probably still talk to these people and they don't really know the extent to how much you know about their intentions with you. It's like you play along with their games. Like you listen more than you speak. And this is protecting yourself. This is helping you be helping you remain intact in whatever situation this is and prevail. That's what I'm getting here with the Two of Swords. It's like you're definitely protecting your heart. And that's how you made it through. You made it through by maintaining yourself, because all of these cards are, even with the Hermit specifically, is, you know, knowing yourself. Then the Fool, clarifying the Fool, which is faith, taking a risk. Tarot is all about the Fool's journey. So yeah, babe, you did a great job, like, standing up for yourself. This is how you escaped, okay? Their games. All right, so now we're gonna get into what's blocking you, Oracle. So this is just gonna give us some information as to what they're going through right now. What is their what is soul story number one's enemies going through right now? What's the tea? What is the karma that they will have to pay? So we have excuses. We have excuses. Okay, so somebody is making excuses. Rushing. Now send them love and compassion because they are needing to heal, okay? A lot of the times, a high vibrational, you know, life is ebbs and flows, right? So the low vibrations, all they do is propel the high vibrations, okay? That's really all it is. And life is ebbs and flows. Even within our own life, we go through phases and times where we're low vibrational. Think about in one day how many times there's moments that you go through. It's natural, okay? But this is the circle of life, okay? So these people were triggered by you and they didn't choose the right decision. So now, you know, this is what it is. And it's for both of you to learn. Right? That's how it works. So, unavailable. I'm seeing that these people are trying to like, yeah, mixed signals. It's not making sense with them. It's like they're trying to run around the fact that they set up a trap for you in some sort of way. I'm hearing they set this trap up with their words. So they were trying to ensnare you with their words and get people against you. But that didn't work. Hallelujah. Glory be to God in the highest. That didn't work. You prevailed. So now they're being left out in the cold by these same people that they were trying to get to come against you. Collective soul story number 1. So yeah, it's like they're giving these people, like the people around them, mixed signals. Their story is not lining up with the reality of who you are. Okay? It's like they make it, when people are like having a conversation, they're like, yeah, but that doesn't make sense because they're like this. They still give up excuses. They're like, no, that person, and then they rush past it, or they'll rush past it. You know, they kind of like curb the questions that people are, you know, because some people, they know you, like they're, you know, and they genuinely are curious about why this person or this group tried to come against you, okay? And they don't have the answers with unavailable. They don't have the answers to the lies that they have said upon you, okay? So that's what I'm getting here. So story number 1, this is how you're spooking your haters. You're spooking your haters by celebrating and living your life and making the right decisions for you, okay? You're stepping out on faith. You're doing things that are new, maybe a little risky, something, okay, that you never done before. Maybe you're traveling. The Fool can also represent travel. So you could be traveling. Okay, somebody here, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For those who it's meant for. Okay, peace, love, and light. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Feel free to check out any other soul story or any other video. Amen. Hello, soul story number 2. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome back to my returning stubbies. Okay, my fellow fairies, my fellow spiritual gangsters, who are just people who take very good care of what God has given us via the divine feminine spirit. Okay, I am your fairy godmother, Siani, aka Lil Painting. I'm an artist and healer, and this is my world as much as it is yours. Okay, so let's get into it. So story number 2. All right, I do have a corresponding discounted personal reading for you available down in the description box. Okay, all of the instructions are there for you to claim this reading, this discounted reading for you. Okay, all right, so let's get into it. Let's get your significator card. How are you spooking your haters at this time? 4 of Wands. With stability, you may even be in a marriage or getting married or moving into a new home, something like that. The 4 of Wands. Okay, so let's get some more energy. 8 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Okay. All right. This is interesting. I'm picking up a storyline here. So it seems like there was some sort of conflict with a mature woman. So someone who's a little bit more up there in age than you. Okay? They don't have to be that much up in age, but they're older than you, I'm getting. And it's like this has forced you to create a new environment for yourself and grow and mature, okay? And they're shook up because you actually do have something going on here. You got something growing here, okay? So, with that, we're going to use this deck. This is a shadow. I call it a shadow tarot deck because there's different mythical creatures in here, so we could really get behind the scenes as to what is going on. Okay, so we're gonna clarify each with one of these. All cards I use are linked down in the description box. So we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Cups. So the Two of Pentacles clarifying the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you're emotionally balanced. You're able to let go of things that don't serve you emotionally and balance and be precise. Look at that. Great. Okay. Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups, clarifying that. So look, two Queen of Cups. Look at that. And look at the truth of the Queen of Cups. So on the outside, it seems like, oh, she's this Queen of Cups. But look, with this deck here, the shadow deck, you can see that she's kind of like this lizard-like figure. Okay? So she's in her toxicity, okay? That's just what that means right there, okay, people? So pray that her vibration raises. Doesn't mean that you need to stick around. All right? Does not mean that. Whoever this person is, it seems like they have sticky energy. Like their hands are sticky. They like to hold on to people and things and make sure they don't leave them. Okay? So we have the Knight of Swords, clarifying that the King of Wands is definitely giving a power dynamic. So maybe they're seeing you with a masculine figure, or you are this masculine figure. Because look, the Knight of Swords, it's like you had to fight. I had to fight all my life. There's a song like that. Look, bottom of the deck, the devil, yeah. You had to fight these illusions. You had to fight these obsessions and all this codependency and all this. You did it, but you did it with knowledge. You did it with wisdom. Do you see that? Look at you. Look at how this is clarified. I don't know exactly. Oh, here, Anubis. This is Anubis, the Egyptian god Anubis. Okay? And, yeah, it's like you did it with your ancestors' help. You did it with, symbolism and synchronicities and paying attention to the signs of the times. Okay? King of Wands, you did it very passionately as well. You overcame this sort of control. I'm feeling like it was control, yeah, especially with the Four of Wands. Now you have your own foundation, okay? It's even like momentum. You have like, you establish yourself as a person. It doesn't even have to mean that you're in a marriage or you're in a new home. But it just means like a strong foundation. You have a strong, you know where you're going. And you know exactly who you are. And this is what's spooking your haters. Okay, so we have clarifying the Seven of Swords, which is trickery, is temperance. So, yeah, while they were trying to, look behind the scenes, do all this trickery, really what was going on is while these the waters, the waves are going up and splashing and everything. Look, this lady right here is just balancing on top of the roaring waters. Okay, and look, the water seems like it's roaring. Why? Because of this trickery energy. They were trying to send chaos and create chaos around you to unbalance you. Okay, that's why this strong foundation is spooking your haters, because look, they was trying to rock your foundation. Meanwhile, you're walking on water. Meanwhile, you know how to walk on water. That's what I'm hearing. So they're wasting their energy doing that. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the What's Blocking You Oracle deck. And this is just basically gonna tell us what's going on in your hater's life right now, okay? So playing games, they're out here playing games. I'm hearing they're like using their money irresponsibly. They may be like gambling, playing stupid games, winning stupid prizes. Like, they shouldn't be doing what it is that they're doing. Like, they don't have the money to be doing what they're doing. Being a victim. Okay, so they're escaping through these games that they're playing. They may be going to concerts. Like, they're trying to escape. Like, there's nothing wrong with concerts. There's nothing wrong with gambling. Okay, if you want to gamble, play a little game, a little chance. Okay, cool. You got the money to do it, cool. If you don't, and you're just doing it for the thrill, then you may find yourself in a very unsavory position. Okay? Too busy. Yes, they're trying to numb themselves out. Look at that. They may be playing games. This is sad, okay? Send them love and compassion so that they could be healing. Send them on their healing journey. Because that's what this was all meant for, okay? Vulnerable. They feel vulnerable, so that's why they're trying to numb themselves out by being busy and playing games and being a victim. This definitely sounds like a corrupted Queen of Cups. Emotionally manipulative. Okay, so this is a very sticky and icky person. And, whew, yes. You definitely want to do a cleansing. If you know how to do a cleansing on yourself, you could do a cleansing with sage, with Palo Santo. You could use an egg. There's many ways you could do cleansing. You could even just cleanse by breathing. Okay? Yoga, exercise. And make sure after you cleanse that you affirm the truth. Once you remove the false, then you have to affirm the truth. Seed and plant the truth, okay? Because what I'm getting is that this person really tried to rip everything away from you. Behind the scenes. That's the worst part about it. It's behind the scenes. Because look, from the outside, it's, but then once you really start, looking at the detail, it's like, oh, nah, this Queen of Cups is out of control. She's wildin'. Okay, that's what I have for you, soul story number 2. Like I have mentioned, feel free to check out this amazing offer here and comment down below your pile. Soul story number 2, rep your pile, okay? And let's get this community going, okay? I love to see the growth that we got going on here, all right? Peace, love, and light. Feel free to check out any other soul story or any other video. Bye. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, soul story number 3, okay? Soul story number 3. Okay, you could be Spanish or you could be into Latin culture. Because before I recorded your reading, I was saying it like that. You may be practicing a new language, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for who it belongs to, okay? And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you already know. All information is down below. Yeah, I am your fairy godmother, okay? Siani, aka Lil Painting, an artist and healer. And this is my world as much as it is yours. Let's get into it. All right. I do have a corresponding reading to this video that you can claim for a discounted price down below. All instructions will be there. Okay, so let's get a tarot card for your significator for this reading. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups literally just came out for soul story number 2. So you could resonate with soul story number 2. Okay, so no. It was soul story number 1 that got the Three of Cups. So yeah, feel free to check out soul story number 1. Okay, we got Judgment, the Queen of Swords. How are you spooking your haters? Let's see. The Hierophant and the Five of Wands. Okay, the way you're spooking your haters is the fact that it's like your background or something like that with the Hierophant. Maybe you're going to school for something and this intimidates them in some sort of way. They feel uneasy with the Hierophant because the Hierophant represents like an equipped person, somebody who studied, you know. It gives like the Pope, right? The Pope, like somebody who's in robes or like an official person. So you may be on your way to becoming this official person, or you are this official person. You don't even need to be certified. It's just like you're known to be the person who is an expert in a field, and this is intimidating them, because you're getting the recognition that you deserve with the Three of Cups. It's like people are celebrating you. Okay, there's a lot of gossip. Yeah, there's a lot of gossip about your achievements. Judgment is here. Judgment is here. So it's like I'm hearing like this is happening now, and they're pretty much just having to deal with their own issues. Like, I'm seeing that this was never really about you, which usually this is how this type of stuff goes, okay? All right, so I'm going to use this, I call it my Shadow Tarot deck. It has mythological creatures in it, so it really gives us some insight about what's going on behind the scenes, okay? So, ooh. Okay, your cards fell on the ground, so that means that Spirit really wants to get this message through. Okay, that's how Spirit lets me know that the message is very important. So we have the Empress clarifying judgment with Kali. Kali is a very powerful goddess in Indian, in Hindi beliefs, okay? So she's like a goddess of transformation and like protection, revolution, and all type of stuff like that. Kind of like a Hecate, okay? And for Greek mythology. And yeah, it's like judgment is being called because, sorry if you guys hear the TV in the background, okay? Hold on, let me see if I can get it lowered. Okay, so yes. So I lowered the TV. Yeah, you know, you remained calm through the situation, but I'm seeing like you ate up whatever it was. You stood your ground, you know, you never backed down on who you were and your beliefs with the Hierophant. And you're this Empress, okay? The Empress represents the evolved feminine energy, okay? So with the Queen of Swords clarifying that the Four of Swords, which is talks about rest. So yeah, it's like really what was going on was this Queen of Swords was kind of like vampiric, okay? And, you know, kind of, you know, blood sucking, okay? And wanted to put you like to rest, put you down. And it's crazy that is coming up because we do have death, okay? So, you know, make sure you're doing your cleansing. Of course, you're protected and everything, but there are people who definitely were wishing on your downfall here, collective, to unalive you, maybe in an accident or something like that. Yeah, it's definitely coming through here with all these coffins. It's undeniable, okay? So they were definitely wishing upon your demise, okay? The Four of Cups talks about depression, like not being content. So I'm really getting that these people were wishing on your downfall, like I had mentioned, because you are somebody who is very knowledgeable, a master at what you do, and people celebrate you, and they didn't like that. Because I feel like what you do exposes their darkness. Yeah, with this light here. It's giving that. Okay, so Death card, clarifying the Five of Wands. There's an ending and a transformation to this chaotic energy. I'm seeing somebody that just always wanted to be combative with you for no apparent reason. Okay? And really what was going on was a transfiguration of transmutation of energy. Like you were sent to the situation to transmute it. Okay? So none of that yucky energy is stuck on you. Okay? I'm getting you were this angel of death, actually. Like they were wishing death upon you, but it's actually reversed. However, you know, let's not say it's physical, right? But more so in like I said, you alchemized it. You changed the perspective of it. And now, whatever this conflict is, it's like, it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. Yeah. They're gonna have to get used to it. They're gonna have to like it. Okay, so I'm gonna use this What's Blocking You Oracle deck to find out what's going on in your hater's life right now. Okay, need rescuing. So these people are deep in despair. I mean, look at this. It's a lot of negative energy that they were throwing your way. Past trauma. They're dealing with past trauma. Staying stuck. Yeah, it's definitely giving like they're in the pit. They're in the pit right now. Pent up anger. Yeah, they're in the pit. You see that? Even like this circle here. Body shame. They don't even want to be alive. Maybe that's why they're so acquainted with this death energy. Like they don't even want to be alive, I'm getting. Okay, this may be a woman of color. Doesn't have to be. Okay. They don't like who they are though, whoever they are. Like for instance, it could be that they're a woman, but they really want to be a man, or a man that really wants to be a woman. But it's like instead of living their truth, they just don't want to live. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. So send them love and compassion and healing on their journey as you distance yourself from this energy. Okay, so story number 3. That's what I have for you. Feel free to book a personal reading with me to get deeper on a one-on-one basis. All information is down below in the description box. Also, feel free to stream my music on SoundCloud. Yeah, everything's in the description box. Peace, love, and light. Bye. Okay, soul story number 4. Last but not least. Okay, who is you? Who is you? That's what I'm hearing. Who is you? So, maybe your haters are thinking like, who do you think you are? The shit, okay? You're exactly who you think you are. Collective. Okay. So, your significator card is the Five of Pentacles. It talks about lack. It talks about poverty. I'm getting that these are people who, it's really sad, but they don't feel bad for you. Not that, anyone should. That's not something that's expected, but it is, because compassion is a real thing. Empathy is what makes us human. Okay? It's what connects us all. So this is a very cold hater or group. It could be a group of haters as well. There are two people here, so I am picking up it's more than two people, more than one person. But they don't feel bad for whatever you've been through. They don't have compassion. They're like whoop-de-doo. Okay, they're saying whoop-de-doo is what I'm hearing. And the way you're spooking your haters is that you still rise on top. They're trying to discount the fact that you could take nothing and make it into something. This is how you're spooking your haters. Okay, the World. You got the World. Look, you're manifesting the world. Wow, look at that. From poverty to manifesting the world. It's giving rags to riches. Okay, my baddies. My spiritual baddies. It's giving rags to riches. Okay? Five of Cups. Yeah, wow. These are really sad cards here. We got the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. Wow, you really know how to get it out the mud. Okay, please help us all. Comment down below. So story number 4. We need some advice up in here. All of us. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, though, because this energy, I mean, damn, bitch, you really did that. This is really serious here. I love it. Okay? Yeah, you called judgment like on your own self. This is the thing. You didn't become a victim to your situation. You're not a victim to your situation, soul story number 4. You called judgment on your own self. So nobody could take that from you. You're gonna always be aligned because you call judgment on your own self. Like, you're okay with admitting that you're wrong. That's all you need. All right, Holy Spirit. So let's see what's behind the scenes. What's going on behind the scenes? This is my shadow tarot deck, okay, with mythological creatures. So we really get some insight here. 9 of Wands. You stood on business. Look, even when they try to persecute you, wow. Wow, I really resonate with you, soul story number 4. Yeah. Still, please comment down below because I would love to hear. This is not easy to go through. Like, literally rags to riches. And people not being compassionate. Like, they may have still think, oh no, they still have it easy. Da, da, da. They don't know. But anyways, it's not about that. You don't even care about that. You don't need their recognition, obviously, right? Look at you. Look at your energy. You don't, shit. You know what I mean? So 9 of Wands, this talks about standing on business, being a wounded warrior. And yeah, it's like while you were manifesting, it was like everything was burning down around you, but you still kept the faith. Wow. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. We have 10 of Cups, clarifying the world. Period. Leviathan. I don't know who Leviathan is, but I know that Nas used Leviathan in a lyric. And that's all I know. Okay. So if somebody knows about Leviathan, comment down below. But what I'm getting intuitively from this card, and it's 10 of Cups, is that like your dreams the world. It's like, it's very powerful, because the water spirits, because this is giving a water spirit, right? This creature lives in the water from what it looks like here. I don't know, maybe it could fly too, but it's a water creature, and water is extremely powerful. Like scary powerful. So it's like, the power that you have is insane, and it makes a lot of sense, because damn, it's like 10 of Cups, the World, the Magician, coming from these two cards. Ooh, how did you do it, baby? How did you do it? Two of Swords with Ghost. So you looked at your ghosts, the things that nobody really wants to look at. Okay, this is how you're spooking your haters, because you can take accountability for poverty, for the poverty that you caused in your own life. You can take accountability for this. This is spooking your haters. This is spooking your haters for real. They're shocked as fuck. Like seriously shocked. Do you see that? Grief, clarifying grief is Ghost. Like you're okay to grieve. You're not afraid to grieve. Okay? Knight of Cups, clarifying the Judgment card. Yeah. Like you can face these negative energies, because look, they both kind of look like ghosts here. With Jinn is like a ghost kind of energy, a spirit that comes out of one of these little things here. And they're negative. Apparently they're negative. There's people who have different beliefs or whatever, but it's like a spirit that comes out of this thingy right here. I forgot what culture that comes from. Egypt, maybe? Middle East for sure. Africa. But yeah, you calling judgment, and they're kind of left like this. Like you see how your ghost is like free. Their ghost, they got their arms crossed, they're red. It's like pent up anger. But it's like you let your ghost roam. And a Jinn, it's interesting. Jinns are captured in a little thing, in a whatever this is. I forgot. I'm sorry, but in these little canisters. So it's like you're roaming this. You're not afraid, and while they bottle it up, okay, because you take accountability. Okay, so this is how you're spooking your haters, collective. All right, so last but not least, now we're going to go into what's blocking you, Oracle deck. This is going to give us some insight as to what's going on in their life. What's going on in your haters' life right now, Holy Spirit? What is going on in their life? Rejection. So they're being rejected currently. It makes a lot of sense, because even with the Five of Pentacles, it talks about rejection. This is like a church, and this is their poor people. So it's like this church got all this money, but then there's still poor people out here. Rejection. So they're facing rejection. They don't feel accepted where they're at. What else? And we have no good ones. They don't really have faith in humanity. Staying stuck. That came out in the last reading, Soul Story number 3's reading. So you may resonate with Soul Story number 3. And comparison, yeah. So there's a lot of comparison here. And this is why you're spooking them, because you don't compare yourself with anybody. For somebody to survive this, there's no comparison. Being burned at the stake, it's like, no, you live for what you speak about. There's no comparison. Right? You live for what you speak about. You're not in competition with anybody. You're willing to die for your beliefs. You know what I mean? So meanwhile, this person is comparing themselves, or these people are comparing themselves. And that's why they're stuck. Okay. So that's what I have for you. Soul Story number 4. I pray that this blessed their soul. Know that you are spooking your haters into healing, into, you know, doing self-development. And if they stay stuck, which seems like they feel like they are staying stuck, you know, you just continue to wish them the best and move on with your life. It seems like you're going to be going very far with this type of energy here. The World and the Magician. Okay, you got this. You got this. You know you got this. Nobody taught you. Okay, nobody taught you. You taught yourself. This is the energy that you taught yourself. And you taught yourself very well. It's not like you just taught yourself like, oh, no. You're like a master from nothing. Okay? So yeah, babe, that's what I have for you today. Feel free to check out any other soul story or any other video. Okay? And like I mentioned, all information for one-on-one bookings are down below. Bye.